to order at 4:01 and stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You know, with your meeting, you're
You're gonna get a tardy. Sorry about that.
I know, it crossed my mind, but I didn't want to confuse everyone.
Hey, Mike. How's it going? Good.
Okay. We have no public hearing and no public comment, apparently. Unless
We have no public.
no public. Just the newspaper guy, if you got anything to say. John, the Eagle Scout project presentation, is he supposed to?
Josh apparently didn't make it. You know, his mother was trying to talk him into doing a presentation as part of his Eagle Scout. So we may have that still at another meeting,
Okay,
but not today.
so
Just, Josh, just for your information, is he, you know, I worked with him to do his Eagle Scout project, is updating, doing some work in the Optimus Park. They replaced some wood at benches maybe, I'm not sure what, and some painting and various things down there. So he was going to show us a picture of what he did. But he isn't here.
Okay, any other questions or comments on the communication informational items at all?
I'll note that I made a mistake in the date of the Sandy Albertson letter of August 8th instead of July 8th. Yeah.
Okay. There was only one page of Mr. Zinda's letter. Well, I mean, it was- But that's okay. I think I got a copy at our
You
last.
get the gist of it?
Well, we got a copy at our last meeting,
Yeah.
actually.
Okay.
When we had the meeting with the county.
Yes, yes.
Okay, and moving on to the consent calendar, we have the accounts payable for June and the July 8th, 2014 regular session council minutes. Any comments or corrections or?
I would say the secondary to my not having looked at the accounts payable, we probably should not approve those until the next meeting. We have to continue those.
Okay, so we would just be doing the regular session council minutes for July 8th then? Okay, anyone care to?
I make a motion that we approve the minutes from our last council meeting.
I second that.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. And then the mayor, council manager updates. Do we, I have nothing except to say that I actually missed the last Lake County Local Public Safety Coordinated Council meeting, but they had been talking about what's called a treatment court, or sometimes known as a drug court, starting here, and that is going to happen here, which is good for first-time offenders and, you know, very close supervision with drug counseling and testing, et cetera, appearances in court to see how they're doing. So hopefully that will be good for some of the defendants who need it.
Who's setting that up?
It will be done with the corrections office,
Greer?
yeah, Jake Greer and DA and the judge. So, and just, the other thing is Saturday market's open and I think it's been doing quite well. So if you have any need for things to go up there on Saturday. That's all I have. Sharon?
Actually, nothing.
Okay. Michael?
We had the Friends of the NRA banquet last Saturday. The mayor came and attended. It seemed to be, it was not as well represented this time as it has been in the past, but from what I understand, the bidding was good and they actually made more money than they have in the past. Yeah. So that went well. The food, of course, was great. Wasn't it, Kurt?
Oh, yeah, I will never complain about food, so.
Mike?
I did miss the prison advisory committee meeting yesterday, so I'm sorry that I can't report. I was hoping that Steve were usually here in attendance and they'd give us a report, but I did miss that, so I apologize. Also, the Red Rock biofuels discussions continue our negotiations with their company, and they are, I think, awaiting approval from the government agencies for the activities that they're looking at doing here, and the county and the town negotiating with them. Sure, it seems to be kind of rocky at this point, as Ray had mentioned maybe in our last meeting, and I'm not so sure that it's improved all that much, but we are continuing, and we'll meet again Monday, I believe. Isn't that right, Ray?
Monday, yeah, we have a conference call again Monday, don't remember what time.
What are their issues?
Well, it's, as most negotiations get down to money,
Yeah.
it's, you know, they're really not offering very much in their, as far as cash goes, Sharon, and as a community service fee offset, and they're putting quite a bit of value on the natural gas that they'll be bringing, at least as far as about Lakeview Ready Mix, where they'll be using it. And their plan is to oversize the capacity of the line so that it has more capacity to be able to supply future gas customers on into Lakeview or other industrial customers. And I think our position, you know, myself, Brad, has been that, you know, the natural gas really doesn't add much value if it doesn't go anywhere or do anything. It's, you know, it's, so we're kind of, maybe as when a decision is made by the federal government that this is in fact selected as a project, maybe that'll ratchet up everybody's interest in getting this done so it can happen.
So that they're gonna bring in the natural gas for their benefit,
Yes,
and they want us to think it's a wonderful thing for us.
yeah. They're
Okay.
going to have about, the numbers I can't quote, I guess, off the top of my head, but a substantial amount of extra capacity in the line that they would bring from Ruby to their facility. And of course, that, they're saying, you know, that extra capacity is now available for future expansion further on into town without having to build an additional line back to the Ruby pipeline. So, and I don't disagree with them that there's some, there's a benefit there and there's some value
It's
there.
expensive to get from there to somebody's house, and the whole infrastructure is
and
incredible.
The thing is, you know, we could go, these enterprise zones are 15 years long. We could go 15 years and never have another gas customer that would come along to it.
Yeah.
So there really is no benefit to the community beyond what Red Rock's benefits to the community would be of employment and forest health and all those things, which are not
No,
inconsequential themselves, but you know, as far as an offset to property taxes, it's
Yeah.
hard to put a value on that.
So if they get gas for their plant, who do they pay for the gas?
They actually are a large enough customer that they would be buying gas directly from, you know, a natural gas supplier in the
Whoever
Midwest
is.
someplace. And then either they or Kinder Morgan, who actually is the company that owns the Ruby pipeline, would build the pipeline up to Red Rock's doorstep. And Red Rock's buying the fuel from somebody in Wyoming, and Kinder Morgan or whoever owns the pipeline is only transmitting.
So they're getting the gas,
Transporting.
doesn't benefit us at
No.
all, in
No.
any way at all, no.
not really, because you think what it would take to take it from there, I don't care what your capacity is, and bring it into town, the two biggest users are committed to us for the geothermal.
Yeah, but the backup is propane, they could still go with the backup of natural gas.
Yeah.
You know, probably at this point, I have to say that we probably are getting into enough details that particularly since we're recorded, that we probably, we do have some confidentiality requirements with Red Rock that we probably need to be cautious with getting too far into the details.
But thank you,
since
I just
it's just not yet coming together, but we continue to talk. So.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Okay. Any other updates from the manager?
I did attend the PAC meeting, Mike.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, actually it went pretty quickly, and I did think that Rob Wing was going to be here today. Part of the discussion was about transition from the corrections facility back into the communities and the various programs that are available to help in that transition to reduce the recidivism rate, which Oregon has been very successful at doing. And also part of the discussion, which I was like 5 minutes late getting there, and they were well into the discussion about the notification process to people in the community who want to be on the call list for escapes or other things that may take place in the facility that they need to notify the public about. And Rob was going to be here, and they have a form they want people to fill out if you're interested in being on the list. Some of us, I was on the list, but my phone number is different, so if you want to update your contact information, they'll make sure you're on the contact, so that 3 o'clock in the morning when somebody's missing, they'll call you and wake you up to make sure you know them.
Get up and lock your doors.
Yeah. So other than that, Red Rock, we've pretty much talked all we can about that, I think. So we'll hopefully have some further updates on that as we go along.
I make, Ray, and I'm sorry to go back, but you were at a meeting and just reminded me the other evening, and it's kind of a community celebration that we closed the town street on August the 16th.
Right.
And the proceeds from that, it's my understanding from that meeting, are going to go towards community pride, and so just to kind of try to build community pride, and it's the downtown celebration that will take place, a community-wide celebration really, but as was pointed out, it's hard to have a celebration on every street in our community on the same day, but it is confined to the one street that everybody can participate in.
It's the Occupy E Street event that, there's a little concern about the name. The non-E Street businesses are not sure that they were intended to be included, but they certainly are. It has to be someplace that we can't close.
We can close.
Yeah, we can't close the highway, so. But anyway, there's going to be, as Mike said, renewed effort in trying to direct the benefits of the funds raised and all towards instilling and creating a more sense of community pride and ownership.
Appreciate that, Ray, and I'm sorry to cut in on you.
No,
that's good.
I forgot about it too. That's it.
Okay. We have no old business, and under new business, we have, do you have an ordinance number?
It's 50850.
Pardon me?
850.
Thank you. We have ordinance number 850, extending the term of Lakeview Fiber Optic Telecommunications franchise with Hunter Communications, Inc. We've already have one. Which
We have a franchise that expires in August, and I believe it's in August, and so they have contacted us regarding extending the franchise. I think we all know it's not a large business. It's also non-exclusive in that other competing fiber optic companies could come in and provide service as well, but it does need to be extended, so Mr. Bogart's prepared the ordinance to do that.
Okay, any questions from anyone or comments? Okay. It is an ordinance, so we need a motion to read the ordinance by title only.
I move that we read ordinance number 850 by title only.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to read ordinance number 850 by title only. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries.
I'll make a motion that we approve ordinance number 850, an ordinance extending the term of the town of Lakeview's fiber optic telecommunications franchise agreement with Hunter Telecommunications, Inc., and repealing the first sentence of section 4 of ordinance number 835.
Is there a second?
I'll second that too.
Okay. Motion and second to read or to pass ordinance number 850. Any, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Any other questions, comments?
We do need to have an executive session.
Oh, we do. Okay, which,
ORS 192-662D for labor negotiations.
okay. So we will, we're ready to do that then?
Yeah.
Okay, we will adjourn our regular council meeting at 4:17 for an executive session.